So we're going to move on now to our 2-point perspective. And for our 2-point perspective, start with our basic frame here in the middle. Think of our horizon line here. Have it fairly low down. And this time, our 2-point perspective, we're going to have them away from each other. And I'm going to have one outside of the frame, the other one a little bit closer to the outside of the frame. I'm going to take a corner of a building and start to build a basic geometric shape from that first reference point. And here goes. I'm going to start side like so. And what I can do to decide on the bottom top of that piece of structure there is by drawing these lines out from a 1-point and 2-point perspective. The first point, and here's the second point. We get our juncture here. Same across to there. And again, remember, we're using our whole arm. We're not gripping too tight. And do a big door for the side of this building here. And let's get the top of the roof. And by bending the line, I'm keeping the shape more interesting rather than just trying to attempt to do a straight line, including the sides. Let's bend that roof a little. Now to try and get the top of the roof, again we're using that vanishing point over here. I'm going to bend between those 2 points there. Now when it comes to windows and doors, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do 2 stories on this close building. For this building over here, I'm not going to bother doing it with a roof. I'll just keep it with a flat roof. And because of the scale, it's level with the top of this. It's the same height because I drew it along this line here. So it's also 2 stories. And the horizon line, introduce that. Seem like so. So what our 2-point perspectives are doing is they're vanishing points for our lines. So we can get a more interesting angle Whereas the 1 point perspective we did before, only having one vanishing point, means we have all the lines converging to that 1 point. So now what I'll do is remind myself again of the study that we have here, which is of course the 2-point perspective, before moving along to the next exercise, which is going to be our 3-point perspective.